back to another Chris the Fish 03. In this one we're going to be redoing the turtle tank like I said in the last video, as well as swapping some other tanks out. So make sure you hit subscribe, carry on, and we'll get on with it now. Alright, so as I said and explained in the last video, Odin has now gone out of this tank, so we're going to be keeping an eye out on him. But in the meantime, Dill is all alone. He's got this whole tank to himself, and seems it's lower than the others. I've decided I'm going to rescape it, and it's going to be a proper turtle tank. So Dill is going to have a new mate, and this is the mate that he's going to be having. So by the end of this video you will see that there will be two of these guys in here. In the meantime I'm going to be swapping these two tanks out for that 1 2-foot tank, and then I'm going to change Dumbo's little beta tank thing into a bigger tank as well. Right, so if we come over here, straight away you'll see, if I take the lid off, we got a tank with some beautiful black sand in already. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as a second, well, as another tank, as a replacement for these two. It'll be like a little quarantine tank until these guys have all grown up or been rehomed or whatever I do with them. As you know, this one has just got guppy fry in, that one has got guppy and bristlenose fry, and it's also got the snails. So both of them will be coming into here. Then once I've got them out, I'm going to sell them two tanks, or maybe at least one of them, and keep one as another quarantine. I don't know, we'll see what happens. It's always good to have one extra tank handy. But then the gravel that's in both of these and in that one, I'm going to make a special scape on that one and do something I've never done before on this channel. Okay, so to start with, you can see bristlenose, snails, and lots of guppies, and then again in this one lots and lots of guppies. So now my job is to pull these tanks out, get that one set up, empty all the fish and everything out of there into there, and then they've got two sponge filters which are already cycled, so they'll go straight in, and I'll only be running one heater instead of two. And then we might set it up as a proper little tank instead of a quarantine, and then I'll have another quarantine tank stashed somewhere else. Right, so to start it off, I'll drain some of the water out into the new tank. Shouldn't be too hard or heavy to lift in, but I'll leave some water in there for the fish, same as we're going to do with that one, and then move them out, that one in, and then we'll work it from there. So I'll be back when that's done. So you ready? 1 2 3. And there we have it, it is in, them two are out, fishies are in. You can just about make them out, obviously there's no lights on, but now it's time to finish it all off and get that one swapped over. But I want to get that one scaped before I move the water over, you'll see. So let's see if we can do this again. 1 2 3, and just like that it is done and in. So we've got blue, a bit of puff down the middle, and black on the other. We've got the filter in the middle, plant on either side. So now I'm just going to fill it back up without disturbing the substrate, and then put our beautiful little Dumbo back in. Alright, so a little bit of bare basic scaping in this one. I might try and see if I can find my fake plants out, but a couple of rocks in as well. Plus we've got a proper light on top, so that's looking a bit better. That light is then joined by this light, which is on a timer plug, so hopefully it will work. But look at that. I've gone for some proper precision scaping. We've got a dolphin, we've got some jewel rocks, a couple of real plants at the front, a little random frog on the path that has been separated. Oh my god, this tank is looking a hell of a lot better. Right, so now that these tanks are done, them tanks can get sorted. That will be my new quarantine tank. Them three will go up for sale. Now it's time to redo the turtle tank. Right, so get a quick look now. We've got a basking area, a piece of wood, a little rock, plant, sponge filter, normal filter that's going brown even though I've not long cleaned it, plus all the black gravel. There's dill hiding at the back. So now we're going to completely change it. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. Right, so here's the idea of it at the moment. Nice big rockery corner. Upgraded the sponge to a double. Wood in this corner, so if he hides we can still see him. It's a bit glary at the moment, but hopefully this will all work. So now I've just got to fill it back up. I've also got the filter hidden at the back, so when all the rubbish goes in the rocks it goes straight into the filter, and the spray bar pointing out this way just so that we can get some even flow. Okay, so my phone died last night, but this is where we are at. So here's Dill, as we know. Got rock in the corner, put a log in, trunk on top for him to climb on top of, proper little playing area, plenty of swimming room. And then when I get the new turtle, apparently I've got a new basking area with him. It can adjust the height and stuff, so if I can bring the basking area up higher I might be able to put a bit more water in. It's about 50% filled at the moment, but as you can see he's still got plenty of room to swim, and he can even touch the floor. I love the little decorative skulls that I found amongst all my random stuff as well, so I've got those in. And yes, Dill's chasing me at the camera. I'll put the log like this so if they do decide to go in the log we can still see them. The double sponge filter didn't quite pan out because obviously I haven't got the water high enough, so I've done 2 single sponge filters. Still technically a double, but you know. But yeah, so far so good. And then the big plant that was in the turtle tank I've put down here, so this one looks pretty much finished now. That looks really cool. Whilst I'm on the subject of changes, I've also got these mats which came with these tanks, cut them down to size a bit and just put temporary covers on top of all the tanks, just so that when I'm videoing it's not quite so bright, unless obviously you get the side shot. So now it's time for me to go to work, but on the way home I will be picking up our new addition. Yes! And here is our new friend. This is Derek. Say hello, Derek. So he's a bit of a big boy. Hopefully he'll be alright in this tank with Dill. But if things go wrong, I've always got my mate Michael with a 4x4 pond to fall back on. So we're going to say thank you to Penny for giving us her massive, beautiful turtle, Derek. So let's put him in. Here he goes. See how he gets on. He's a bit of a beast, isn't he? Right, so now Derek's in. We've just got to wait for him and Dill to meet. And I've got to put a bit more water in the tank as well. Right, so I put a cray and a bit of fish on this side. A cray and a bit of fish on this side. So now we're just gonna see if they'll eat it. Would you just look at the size of him? Hello, Derek. We can see you. There you go, Penny. He's in the tank. And Dill's in here somewhere as well, so we've just got to keep an eye on him. Alright, so I've been for my dinner, come back out. Derek's kind of like hovering on 2 legs. Dill's having a look who this beast is. But it looks like they're getting along. So I have to keep an eye on them. In this tank it looks like the fish bits have gone. But there is the 2 bits of cray that they seem to be picking at. So I don't know. Well, we'll just have to leave it in there, see if they eat it. If not, I'll take it back out. But at least we know they like to eat the fish bits anyway. They're picking at the crayfish. Right, so I'm going to leave it focusing on these 2 lovely boys. We're going to say goodbye, and I'll do some more updates at a later date. So in the meantime, make sure you like, subscribe and hit that bell. Thank you all very much for watching. See you in the next video.